One word to describe SGA is challenging.
Amazing.
One word to describe SGA is unique.
Family.
Matchless.
Structured.
Fun.
Future.
One word to describe SGA is community.
Excellence.
Partnership.
Faithful.
One word to describe SGA is accepting. There's no bullying, there's no hate. People from all different walks of life sit together at lunch.
If you give your student over to us, they are in the best possible hands. You have faculty that genuinely cares. You have faculty that genuinely wants success for your student.
Truly, when we started off on this journey, I didn't think that I could homeschool, and especially high school. But after talking to people here, I thought, okay, maybe I can give this a try.
I don't think SGA would be where it is if it wasn't for the people that make up SGA. The teachers here, they love what they do, they're extremely involved, and they have a heart to do it, and that makes a difference.
This place is just a breath of fresh air. I love it.
The original mission of Scholars Guild was to support homeschool families all the way through high school. And while that is still our overarching mission, our vision is really threefold. We want to develop students academically, spiritually, and socially.
Teaching at Scholars Guild versus teaching in public schools is in a lot of ways similar, but it is in a lot of ways different. And I would say that the one main difference is the relationship with parents that we get to have at Scholars Guild and the partnership that we get to have, because it truly is a partnership.
Parents considering SGA should know that you are not hands-off. SGA as a parent is a very hands-on approach. Your teachers may be preparing their lessons and assigning their work, but you as a parent are very involved in your child's overall learning process.
I'm only with the students 1 day a week, and the parents are with them 4 days a week. And so there's a lot of trust, kind of mutual trust both ways, as far as helping the students accomplish what they need to accomplish. And it's also a really rewarding aspect of Scholars Guild to me, because those relationships are really special, and it's neat to partner with and truly be a community that helps raise each of our students here.
If you are looking for a place to partner with your teacher and still be the homeschool parent, but have a little help in the preparation of it, SGA is absolutely where you want to come.
These days, teaching your children at home doesn't have to be all on you, and Scholars Guild definitely assists with that, with helping parents and families with giving their children high caliber education, but without them having to be a part of the typical public school or private school system.
We have really great students at Scholars Guild, and those students go to colleges all over the place.
There's plenty of academic rigor here at the school where they're going to have a strong foundation, whether they move on to a collegiate career or move straight into the workforce. But it also prepares them from the social perspective too. And that's the benefit of coming to a program like Scholars Guild, where it's not as isolating as a traditional homeschool model can feel. You're able to come and interact with other families and meet and interact with some of your very best friends and have the social growth that is also essential for life in the future.
I think the social component is a really big part for homeschoolers. It's a big question that a lot of us have. Like, is that gonna happen? Are my kids gonna make friends? Are they gonna have kids their own age? And I think that SGA does it really well. I think that it's something that we were looking for as a family when we came to SGA. I wanted them to have that. I wanted them actually to have, a class, a graduating class, and friends, and people they were gonna know long-term that they could look back and say, I went to high school with those people. So as much as we loved what we were doing at home and homeschooling and having that time with my kids, SGA is truly just the best of both worlds.
Even if it's your first year at SGA or you're just shadowing or new, just everyone at SGA I feel like are super welcoming and would totally enjoy being your friend.
Scholars Guild has been a great place for my family because it's provided what we needed as far as schooling, but also accountability, friendships along the way, extracurricular activities that homeschool families have a hard time finding through the path. So it's provided a great place for like-minded people, for my kids and myself. It's been a great place to have parent backup,
affirmation that we're all in this together.
Just to know that somebody was actually caring to know, I think, knowing that somebody is actually there to know, how you're feeling and that they're actually, praying for you, it just made me feel really good.
Everyone here points them to the Lord's calling. We're a college prep school and we're accredited, and these kids are very well prepared for whatever the Lord has for them. But I think what's neat is that they're truly prepared for whatever the Lord has for them. Whatever they walk into after high school, I feel like spiritually this place prepares them for that also.
It takes a village to raise your children. And as parents and as believers, we do our very best to instill these values and these beliefs in our children. And it's such a wonderful thing for my children to go to a school that partners with us, not only academically, but spiritually, and ensure that they're pouring into their spiritual growth.
We integrate God's truth into those lessons, whether it's history or literature or science. We have the component of God's word and what he says is truth that is pulled into those things, and we have the freedom to do that. And that just gives students an incredible benefit going on into their real life later on.
I really wanted to connect with my students deeper than the 90 minutes a week that I get to see with them on Tuesdays. And I know that they have more deep emotional, spiritual, and mental needs than just the academic side that we focus on. So I really wanted to start praying for them. And I've been praying for them very generally all school year, but I want to know more specifically if there was anything that they wanted to share to me about going on in their life that I could be praying for them. And I've gotten so many beautiful and vulnerable responses, and it's been an honor to pray for them and feel like I'm just walking with them in this time where people feel more isolated.
The Lord is always here. I feel him here because everyone here is praising him, and we're using this time to glorify him.
I think that one of the most important things that prepared me for my role in ministry was just how God-focused SGA is, and all ties back into the gospel, which really helped prepare me for my life in ministry and my role in the church.
One thing that I think every parent wants and dreams about is their student's future, their child's future. And we have to realize that everything that we're doing every day in our classroom is about the future of a person's life. It is about how God has uniquely created that life, that being, that person, and what his plans are for their future. And if we can help students just begin to see the future that God has for them, if we can instill a passion in them for the future that they have, then we're empowering them in ways that will impact not only their life, but will impact the kingdom, the world, not just now, but for many, many years to come.